in the global finals for PMCO. It was really great to see that we saw quite a few teams from the MENA region able to actually break through into some pretty decent rankings. I was getting a little bit worried though, but halfway through I noticed most of the mid teams had fallen relatively early on, and a lot of the international teams have been able to stay alive. But they've been able to do something that a lot of the other teams haven't been able to. But then again, this is the two teams that have experience against the international rosters, these international teams. So I would think that they're going to be the two to be able to continue to do it time and time again. I'm a little bit worried though for the other MENA teams. Like, how much are you going to be able to learn off of this game now and adapt to your strategies coming into the games later on? Because like you said before, Valdez, there's not much time for these teams to figure things out. There's no, like, day break between, today's games and tomorrow's games. It's just all today. You have about 10-minute break in between map 2 and 3 and 10 minutes between 4 and 5. There's a lot to learn. And I was looking mostly at the way teams were playing in terms of like positioning, right? We had Team Queso do what they seem to do best. On Vikendi, they did this. This is how they actually picked up their victory on day 1. They play super far outside the circle. They play edge as much as possible. And then when they find their moment to strike, that's when they rush into the center. We saw them as well when they were into like the final zones. They try to get into their cars, right, and transition to a better spot. That didn't work out so well for them, unfortunately. But then we have the likes of Yala, Arab Madness, EGC, Unique, RRQ, Athena, like wanting to get center early on, like around zone 2, and maintain that center throughout the rest of the game. They wanted to hold positions and then trying to scramble last second.
I wanted to go back.
Had one player sit back to try to heal, and then the other player try to rush in to kill the other player, the Elementrix player. I think it was Pubg Man, if I'm not mistaken, who was under them. So they kind of like...
It's always him.
It's always him. He's always the last to go. He's always the last to get down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop there. But anyway, so they had the other players rush down to find him, and they left one player back to heal. So it's really kind of smart play as well. And Unique, I feel kind of bad for them in the sense of I feel like they played relatively well the entire game. But when it came down to a couple of these final zones, they kept finding themselves on the edge of the circle, and then they had to do these like awkward rotations, especially like coming through the trees into like 2 or 3 teams already set up into the last compound. It was a really tough position for them to like make that traversal actually happen for them, and I don't know what you can do in that situation except maybe read ahead or think ahead of like where the zone can go and what place you can try to take.
I think they were just out of utility at that point. They're out of smoke grenades, they're out of frags, they're out of mollies. They've used everything because they've been in a bunch of battles. They did have already 7 kills at that point, so clearly there had been some, fighting going on for them, and they were just out of ability to get any closer to that building. If they had a smoke, they could have thrown it, up into that top window, potentially blocked the view of the red cannons or something like that, but there wasn't anything else there.
Yeah, and you saw Rogue there, a nice little Molotov comes in on top of them. Kitsune trying to heal off here, but it came down to like the final seconds. And honestly, we're seeing so many teams now just go for like placement points alone. Like we had to see Pyra do it obviously there. We had so many teams do it on Aaron Gill. Divine Vendetta
into this thing late and been able to secure some really nice placement points, pick up a kill here and there as well. And yeah, some really awesome stuff from them early on here. RRQ Athena, this was disastrous, right into the waiting arms of Divine Vendetta.
It was so unfortunate for them too, right? Because they get the fight up against RRQ, but then Elementrix comes in and just third parties it and cleans them up. They had such a strong start that taking down a team like that, who was so dominant in Group B, they had to have had the momentum, the morale rising high within the team, then just get shut down just like that by Elementrix. And Mr. Yoju, talking about before, he should never have been able to get at least those 2 down. It should have been like 1 and done ideally in that situation, but I don't know what that last player Cloud9 was doing, looking the other way.
Yeah, it was weird. It kind of looked like they were shooting at their own member when I was looking at that one back, because I really wanted to see what they were looking at when they weren't looking at Mr. Yozu, and, well, I don't know. At the end of the day, they made it work, so if we can be results-oriented here, Cloud9 doing a good job there. As we talked about the Middle East Assassins, they did not have the good start to today, but at least getting a good placement in this game. Zute picking up an extra kill before eventually Team Unique taking him out here and taking first place. That is...
They would just hold on and survive till the end. They would play for placements only. They weren't going for kills. And now they don't have the opportunity to play for kills because they keep losing 3 players so early on, so many times. So this time, Pyra again, the savior for the team, 2 times now, gets through, gets them into second place. Zute did it the round before, so that's another 14 points accumulated for this team. But I do have to say, there were some tough times for a couple teams out there. EGC, I mean, the team that we were looking to like maybe, you know, push back into first place. They transition through the water, get caught out by Elementrix, and Elementrix gets third-partied by Ghostskilla, and then Ghostskilla eventually gets gate-kept and third-partied by, if I'm not mistaken, Unique, and then Unique gets gate-kept by Team Queso. It was like time and time again, teams just kept getting held off because they were sticking around too long, looking for the kills towards the back, not putting their eyes towards the front. Really unfortunate times, but RRQ Athena, they had a bad game in the prior match, and they've struck back. They've come out stupendously. Yeah,
this is where their championship pedigree really shines through. Just coming in at the end, 4 still alive, busting through Emmy. I mean, Syed just whiffed on the sprays there, just wasn't able to get it through. I wanted to give a quick shout out to Elementrix. I feel like they're making solid decisions, and they just keep getting third-partied because of it. Like, they're finding good fights, they're having great opportunities to pick up kills, but it's taking too long to finish them off. Anyway.
Phenomenal way.
I mean, not just RRQ Athena they had to go through, it was Queso as well, who was still mathematically in the hunt, and they just handled both of them so well to stay that calm and disciplined in a high-pressure situation like that. Really goes to show how awesome this team is and how well they were prepared for this tournament. Loved watching them play. Congratulations to them. They were absolutely beside themselves.
You saw it on camera. I'm looking at them. They're right behind us, actually, on the stage, and still a bunch of them head in hands, maybe even tears of joy, as a bunch of their buddies from the other teams coming over and congratulating them. Man, the way they played, it's hard not to cheer for them. They just did it with such style and class. We thought it was going to be RRQ, but actually the consistency kings were Unique. Once we had that map on Miramar where it was a crazy ending with 12 teams.
And right now, ladies and gentlemen, as we'll be heading right now to announce all top 3 winners. In third place, we'll be winning 30,000 US dollars. And second place, we'll be winning 60,000 US dollars. And first place, 100,000 US dollars. And ladies and gentlemen, right now, announcing the third place winner here at the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge World Cup 2019, all the way from Argentina. Let's hear it for Team Queso! Congratulations, winning 30,000 US dollars right here in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. A trophy well deserved. Here we go right now with the check, 30,000 US dollars. And now, ladies and gentlemen, in second place, winning 60,000 US dollars here at the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge World Cup 2019, all the way from Thailand. Let's hear it for RRQ Athena! Second place, winning 60,000 US dollars. Congratulations. And now, ladies and gentlemen, winner chicken dinner right now for your champions, of the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge World Cup 2019 happening here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, all the way from Russia. Let's hear it for Team Munich! Winning $100,000 US, Team Munich. And